What's up, everyone, and welcome to Jason Old Art Behind the Art. Today we're going to look at a painting that I titled Burning Black Heart. And as you can see, I don't have the original with me because it's unavailable. And so that you all can follow along while I talk about my thoughts and reasons and motivations behind the painting, I'm going to put a picture of it right here. There you go. And so, like I said, the original is unavailable, but in terms of the painting and the composition itself, it's really, as you can see, broken down into four main parts, I would say, right? And you have, at the top, you have the fire and the flames, you have, and then you have the black heart, which I didn't want to put straight on the canvas, so I tilted it a little bit to give it a little bit of an effect, right? And that was intentional. And so, and then another part of it is, of course, what's inside the heart, and then the waves that in effect spill out of the heart. And then the fourth part is, are the flowers across the bottom that I used not only to give it a sort of different coloring that would contrast, in a sense, the other colors that are in the painting, but I also used it to frame the bottom of the painting. And so I think that worked really well. Particularly because of the heavy presence of the fire and, of course, the black heart. And so that those flowers across the bottom I used to, like I said, frame the painting in a way. And also because of all the colors that are being used up here, the reds, the yellows, and the oranges, I wanted to make some flowers that were, while abstract in nature, offered the painting and the composition some different colors. And so that was also the motivating factor behind that. In terms of the title, of course, it's probably obvious, but the black heart and then it being on fire was really why I titled it Burning Black Heart. And so as dark as that may seem, for me, the fire was a purification or a renewal of sorts. And so that was really the essence of the burning black heart, right? It wasn't intended to imply any sort of destruction or anything, but rather a renewal, actually. And so that was really the motivating factor behind, the top part of this painting. And of course, as you can see, I sprinkled, you can look up here, I sprinkled little hearts inside the flames. And so that was also like a little subtle element there that I threw into the composition. In terms of what's going on inside the heart, right? I was able to make it a black heart and tie that into the scene that's going on inside of it by making the night sky, right? And making it a starry night sky at that with a full moon. And so, and then of course, you see the three perfectly barreling waves, which is always indicative of me thinking about surfing. And so, of course, considering the idea of, renewal or healing, surfing for me, at least, on a personal level is something that, I can do and I can sort of get out of my mind and be in a space that is really provides me an opportunity to renew my mind or refresh myself. And so, of course, putting those waves in there gives that adds that element or that dynamic to the painting itself. And so, of course, with those waves, I didn't want to encase them in the heart, but rather I wanted them to spill out over the heart. And so it also provided a nice segue of sorts into the bottom of the painting, and allowed for, in terms of color and other reasons, it provided me a nice area to, as I said at the beginning, to frame the bottom of the painting with those flowers. And so it worked really well. And I like this painting a lot because of a lot of the powerful imagery it has in it. And so, like I said, the original itself is unavailable. But if you'd like a print or you'd like some merchandise or an accessory that has the artwork in it, you can get all of that at jasonoldart.com. And so, again, this is Burning Black Heart. And thanks for watching Behind the Art. And as always, stay stoked.